right. Somebody tell me if you can hear me. I think it should be okay. I switched to DJI Mic Mini. I walked in here a few seconds ago. I'm going, oh no, where'd my microphone go? Because I've been turning all day without a microphone. And we left it in Carrie's office all connected up. Oh, apparently you can hear me. That's good, Joe. All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Shenanigan Saturday. That doesn't rhyme. It should be Shenanigan Saturday.
Oh, whatever. Don't be picky. You can pick it.
All right. Had a good podcast today, but in the shop all day. Got some pretty cool stuff to show you. I was doing some ink pens for a customers, I think about 3 of them. And I thought, I've been dying to make these Fordite pens that I got from Cliff Longwood, I think his name is. Or what's his name, Care? Cliff Lonsberry. So I grabbed 2 of his blanks and made 4 pens. They only take 2 inches out of each one. Sadly, it leaves about 1 inch left over with nothing to do with, but these are all dragon scale. These particular pens are Majestic Squire. They are a twist pen. You can see you twist it and it comes out. And this is dragon scale Fordite all the way around. And of course, the way you position the Fordite is when you're holding the pen and writing, you want to have the Fordite that you want to see as part of that blank. You would want to see that side because there's not enough. There's some very cute stuff, but coming around here, you get to see a whole bunch while you're writing, scribbling, whatever you want to do. So that's how I position that when I'm making the pens. Let's see. Let me get us up and running here. Let's see. Where is... Oh, my goodness. Somebody's here. What are you talking about? That's enough. Saturday afternoon. It's gorgeous outside. Temperatures around the country are pretty nice. So what the heck? Hang on. I got to get myself up and running here. Where's the Leopard Leather Works? There we go. There it is. Okay. Let me see if I can see my hand in there. Anyway, so that's what we made today along with the other ink pens. So I finally made myself a pen. It has literally been 2 years. They look absolutely gorgeous, though. They are. I love, of all the Fordite, I love dragon scale. The next best part of Fordite I like is the kind of Fordite that has big topographical implementations, and you get that by going in and out of it with some crazy turns. So it doesn't look good straight on. It looks good if it's got some digs into it and makes that little topographical map kind of deal. All right, excuse me, baby. Well, let's go say hi. Roll to the top there. Oh, you're already at the top. Hey, Larry. Hello, Cindy and Teresa. Keep on rolling down there, babe.
Okay.
And then we got us and Trudy Ledoux. Hello, Trudy. Trudy is our newest Leopard member, subscriber. No, not subscriber, member of the YouTube channel. And she has joined at the Leopard level. And the cool thing about the Leopard level is you paid $9.99 a month, which, YouTube takes their 25 or 30%. And then at the end of your 12 months as a Leopard member, you get a free pen that we're going to design just for the Leopard members. And I would imagine I'll probably throw a trinket tray in there too, because I'm always making a bunch of those. I think I made about 10 trinket trays in the last week, which is not our normal thing, but they're easy to make during the week when I'm in the office and stuff.
We make about 4, and either 2 or 3 are spoken for. So there's always an opportunity to pick.
Did you get a mic or are you using mine?
No, I'm using you. That's why you're here.
Just checking.
Because I didn't bring it back. It was on my glasses on Wednesday.
It'll charge up in a little bit.
Took it off and put it on an end table, and it got off.
Okay. Anyway. So welcome in, Trudy. Okay. Congratulations for joining as a Leopard. And that's why Cindy upped her membership. She's like, oh, crap, I'll take a free pen after a year. That's pretty awesome. It's like a little mini down payment program kind of deal.
Rachel, who's at a
Hello,
concert.
Rachel. What concert are you at?
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Woo-woo.
Hootie and the Blowfish, maybe, huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Def Leppard? Queen. It's probably Queen, isn't it?
Thanks for checking in on us.
Mama just killed a
It's
man.
not Queen.
Put a gun against his head.
Anyway.
Okay.
Back to it. Trudy, I packed up your Nico Mart tray.
Ooh.
Your prize for participation on Wednesday night's live, that I'm saving to go with your pen because none of the boxes I had would fit both trays. So
Okay, keep on rolling here. What do we got here? There's
stuff.
Rachel and Larry
Hello,
and
party
Cindy.
people.
Hey, Denise.
Yay, Denise. Look at Denise. Loving the Leoprds.
I did my thumbs up. How about you? Oh, talk about getting on the bandwagon.
Woo,
Join
woo.
Denise.
Join Denise. Follow Denise.
Denise, hope work is going good today and the employment issues have calmed down and you got people to do your bidding around the shop. That's what we need.
I have some photos to show you when you are
So
ready.
let's see. Joe, hello everyone. Finally finished up serving up supper. And we want to know what it is, right,
Is that
Joe?
a diamond painting? Serving up supper?
Serving up supper. Oh yeah, maybe that's a diamond painting. She's so funny.
I don't think so.
Let's see, Denise, you know the question, Joe.
What is the question?
I don't know. The question. It's the question.
Oh, maybe that
Pizza. Did you make pizza or order it in?
We had pizza last night.
Yeah.
Before that.
Night before. Yeah. We get one and we eat it for 3 days.
That's pretty good.
Let's see, Joe, and hello to you, Denise. Hope you had a great day. Yep, keep on rolling. Denise is
She's got the tongue out.
smiling with the tongue thing, like she's wagging her tongue.
Like, ooh.
Hi, Joe, and everyone coming in, missing my hello up top. Yeah, I didn't miss it. I saw it. Thank you, Joe. Oh, still at work. Yeah, that's good. Good.
Okay, hope you're home.
There's Trudy saying hello to everyone. Thought you might be Denise. Howdy, Tim. Hello, Joe. That was my sound check there. Joe's got the likes going on there. Yep. Listen to Joe. Okay, gorgeous pens. Thank you, Joe. I just can't screw them up and they come out good, right?
It's Stephanie Pike. Hello.
Hello, Stephanie.
So Stephanie came to one of my Wild Wednesdays and got a ready to ship pen that we had I think we had gotten from we made it for the GLE retreat that we forgot the stuff to bring to sell at. So she picked up one of those and asked him if he could make an e-pen. We did. And just recently, she's bought 3 blanks from Jacob Jansen. 1 is here and 2 are on the way. So welcome, Stephanie. She's got the leopard bug. So welcome. Oh, no, that's definitely not.
Now you can see us, not just hear our voices.
I'm sure.
There we go.
Okay, there you go. Let's see.
Keep on rolling
So
down.
Well, everyone welcome Stephanie.
Welcome in, Stephanie. Welcome in. Can barely hear Carrie. That's because my microphone's right here.
Mine didn't get put back. So.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever's
Hello,
good.
Jeff
Got the
Rose.
dice. Oh, that's good, Cindy. Hopefully, remember that was like my first or second attempt at dice. I think you got the Christmas ones, didn't she?
Yeah.
No, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Crystal L, welcome in. That's a new name for me, isn't it?
Yes.
Crystal, good to see you, Crystal. Everybody say hey to Crystal.
Hey, everyone say hey to Crystal.
Looks like she's got her picture. And what is that next to her?
I don't know. Too small.
Is it it's a dog. See the dog on the lower part?
Yeah, yellow dog.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yellow
Very nice. Welcome. We all love dogs around here and cats too. Let's see. Joe's doing good.
13.
Nice. Keep on rolling.
Okay.
Hello, Caroline. Good to see you. I did not order in. I got some good frozen ones. Man, I'm telling you, there are some good frozen pizzas.
I think it's
I'm a fan.
It's the Sam's Choice one at Walmart. I know it sounds weird, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Hello, Will.
Hey,
Hello.
Will. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope work is going well.
Pop in and say hi. I'm busy with work, getting ready to drop the car off to the shop, get fixed, and now I'm getting sick.
Oh, Will, don't get sick, buddy. That ain't no
Is he a
fun.
Walmartian?
No, he's in Pennsylvania, and he works, I think is it Love's or Maverick or Flying J or one of those cool little mini truck stop convenience store shower places kind of deal. Yeah. Hi. Crystal. Michelle Hunter, good to see you again.
Jess, you should be getting some pens, and I have another blank.
Yeah.
From
Here's the good news. We are right at 50 orders behind. Whoo! That's down from 118 6 months ago. So orders are still coming in, and we're slowly gaining ground every week, which is nice. Nice. That's my golden Alexandria. Ah, gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love some golden retrievers. Pilot Flying J. There you go.
It is. I knew it was some kind
Yeah,
of like
I think
station thing.
Flying J bought Pilot or Pilot bought Flying J. I can't remember which, but there you go. All right, we got everybody, I think. Very nice. Okay, switch me over to the mega thing unless you got something else to do there, baby. Let me put this stuff away here. I've been working all day in here, having a good time. We made an absolutely gorgeous tray for Denise today. I don't even think she's seen it yet. She has to go home and check her messages there, but
I have to send it.
oh, Carrie hasn't sent it yet, but it came out wicked cool, super colorful. It goes with is it Dakota? Is it Dakota?
Mystery.
Yeah, Dakota Detweiler Mystery Nature one. So I love how wonderful Denise continues to secure the mystery. That's the right way to put it. She didn't want to look at the colors. She doesn't want to watch a video. She just sent us the list and says, go pick something out. So lucky Mystery of Diamonds had an unboxing, and she showed all the drills, so it gave you a flavor of what the major colors were. So it came out really cool, and we were able to guess it. Yeah, Carrie's very happy. She's happy I didn't screw it up, so all is good.
Well, I started taking this stuff. I go, ooh, this would go really good with it, right? And he's like, what are you doing with my ring stuff?
That's my ring stuff. That's my glow powder for the rings I got to make. Let's see. Hello, Joyce. Good to see you from the Sunshine State.
Ooh,
excellent.
Yay. We're going there in about 70-something days.
Yeah.
We have.
Get us some sunshine.
We finished the Nico Mart trays, and some of you got the trinkets. There is one large tray still available, and this is 45.
If you rotate that slowly, they can see the glitter. No, that's rotate. No, rotate like a rotisserie.
Oh, well, you do it. I know. Oh, okay.
You got to get the reflection there
not
somehow.
Rotating. That's just like twisting and turning.
Yeah, you can see it now. Sparkly, sparkly.
Yeah, so that we have that, and then the famous pink and white, really bright pink, fluorescent pink with glitter. I got the whole rotisserie thing going now, and that has some glitter and white with icicle in it. So that's kind of cool. We have some trays of that, and then okay, it's football season.
Football.
Anybody's out west for the Seattle Seahawks, but we copied Cindy's idea. So Cindy, we are copying you. And this is blue, silver, and green and white. It's pretty if you like the brass on the side. Yeah. This is really pretty. So it's all drills. And some were left over for Cindy and some we made. The white, I think we made. I don't know. But the green is blue is part of Cindy's design.
I don't think they can hear you. I walked away with the mic here.
Probably not.
Take this for a short bit here. There you go.
All right, there we go. So this is like, if you like the Seattle Seahawks, and it's all drills, all different colors of blue, different colors of green and white. Cindy's idea, and she did it in the colors she wanted, and there were some left over, so we just kind of took those. And Kevin made some bunches of them too. So Kevin helped. And it's dark blue on the back. And we found a Seahawk blank that could go with it if you like. So that's another one we had. Oh dear. I think that's it. So we're going to switch. Where am I switching you to?
The 16 megapixel camera. I got to drill some holes for some things. Speaking of Jacob Jansen, I just saw he noted on his Facebook page that
you have no mic. I didn't steal it. You gave it to me.
So I'm doing a couple of Jacob Jansen blanks, and speaking of Jacob Jansen, he just noted that he wasn't making enough money making blanks, and that has a lot to do with the blank world being flooded by blank makers more than he can withstand to make some money. So rather than doing it, he'll just do it part-time, and he has reduced the prices on a bunch of stuff on his website. So if you're looking to acquire blanks at a very reasonable price, I would get over to Jacob Jansen and check his stuff out and see if you could suck up some blanks. Yeah. So, yeah, Stephanie did, Carrie said. Carrie's across the way, so I have to repeat what she says. But he's going to go back to work for a full-time gig and make blanks in the meantime. He's got about, I think he said he got about 1,000 blanks in stock. And every time you make a blank, you can't make just one. You got to make like 5 or 6 or something like that. So it gets expensive after a while making blanks. Something's got to pay for them. So you either got to sell a bunch or something like that. I got to get the pad synced up over here. There we go. Cindy's on a no buy. I gotcha. So Larry's in the vehicle right now, but we'll be listening. That is awesome. He does make awesome blanks. This is one of his right here. Looks pretty cool. Very nice. It's got that design in there. This is for Diane. If I don't know, I haven't seen Diane pop up in here yet, but it is for her. And let's see, make sure we're not missing anything. Hi, Joyce Jess. Yeah, we got Joyce from the Sunshine State. Awesome. All right, first thing we got to do is make this puppy round. Okay, it's not a real puppy. Just kidding. All right, here we go. The blower is on. But we do talk about Jacob all that we can on here because we really love his blanks. Good colors, good designs, super responsive on feedback. So he's a good partner for sure. We will not be live next weekend because Carrie's birthday is coming up this week. And I'm taking her to California with me on my business trip. And on Saturday, we're going to be going through the land of the mouse. It's probably been, wow, 2009, I think, was the last time we were at Disneyland with my parents on their 50th wedding anniversary. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do here? What are we doing? We are doing rounded pointy 0.52, make pen look great, accentuating the blank. So all artist choice. All right, rounded pointy, I just forgot already, 0.52. So I apologize about not going live last night. Hey, where's April at? I haven't seen April's name on there. Is she playing with the cousins again? Nieces, nephews, all that good stuff. But anyway, I was ending up my day. It was sort of a good day and sort of a bad day. I mean, not a bad day, but a sad day. I had to let a couple of people go, and they were wonderful people. It's just the work on their particular program has come to a screeching halt. So, you know, it's all done by contract. So, but they were super good people. Super great people. That's never a fun part of my job. And then as I was getting to the end of my day, my boss calls and, hey, we got to work on this thing. I'm like, oh, now? He goes, yeah. And the reality is we do need to, because we have just invented this new thing that the retail community on the corporate side of things has been looking for probably 5 or 6 years. And we have invented this thing. So we had to do a bit of refinement so the programmers could do their jobs. And essentially writing a business requirements document. So it wasn't hard work. It was, you know, just work. We presented it to some of our friends in Germany, and they went crazy. And we did another demo, and they're going, I need this now. So we had some work to do. Yeah, I think she's got family visiting, so that's good. So I watched a little bit of that Donna Adelson trial, mainly the wrap-up and then the verdict. And I was sitting there watching it with Carrie and watching Donna Adelson's reaction. And since I'm sort of in the narcissistic abuse recovery community, I was watching Dana or what's her name? Donna, pretty intently. And she did all the things that a good narcissist would do. I can't diagnose anybody, so I don't know whether she is or not. It's just my opinion based upon my experience of what those kind of people do for what reason. But she got convicted, just in case you mix it, of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and so on and so forth. So she's a sad person because she's going to go away for the rest of her life. Let's see, 0.54. Got to make it just a little skinnier. I'm going to use my Mega Sharp here. Make it super smooth. The verdict was guilty on all 3 counts that they reduced the whole thing to. Guilty of committing first-degree murder. And what I learned in this trial is you don't actually have to commit the murder to be guilty of first-degree murder. You can actually participate in the planning, coercion, and a bunch of other legal words they said that would lead someone to say you could be guilty of this if you help plan it, coerce people to do it, carry it out, whatever. You don't actually have to perform the act. And I thought, wow. Because I wondered how they were going to get her on first-degree murder because she didn't actually do it. But as I am not an attorney, there are elements within that law that says if you do this, this, and this, you're also guilty of first-degree murder. So now I understand why the prosecuting attorney went for the two guys that actually did it, the lady that contacted the two guys to do it, and then the son, Charlie, who asked the lady to go find someone to do it. So they all got convicted of murder. And because of that, now they could convict Donna of murder because it was all proven that the murder happened and other people got convicted of it, and she helped them along, if you will. So that was quite amazing. And then, of course, the other ones were conspiracy, probably easier to prove with all the text and stuff like that. But she performed like a good little narcissist. And the interesting thing is, a narcissist doesn't really even know they're doing it. They just do it naturally. And by the way, I have a lot of sympathy for narcissists as well, because they are also victims. 0.54, we're getting close. How's this one over here? 0.52 on the money. Love it. Yeah, Jess, I know, right? Yeah, Joyce, I'm not one of those psychologists or psychiatrists, and I can't say she's actually crazy, but I'm pretty much of the same opinion you are, that she is nuts, to put it loosely. But you know, I mean, you want your grandchildren so bad, you want them not to move down south because that's where you are and they're up north, that she would think of the conspiracy to have somebody killed so she could have her grandkids. And my thought is, did you actually think you're going to get away with it? I mean, are you that silly? I think delusional is more the appropriate term. One cracker short of, I can't see this, something else. Look at Jess. I was like, this one and this one and this one. Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, it's a great opportunity to get some fabulous blanks. Sad because I have many conversations with Jacob and he is just such a wonderful guy. But you know, if you think about it, you have to sell as a blank maker to make a living at it, at least $1,000 worth of blanks each week. Because it's not like it's $1,000 of income, but there's some profit in there that would be a minimum make. So right now he's going to go back to work and just wants to, you know, get some cash for the inventory he's got. So it's a pretty good deal. That's on the money right there. Love it. We're going to let that end cool. Let's trim the center a little bit. I call these the stained glass blanks because the pattern, you know, sort of looks like a stained glass window. And of course, all the colors in there sort of give it that vibe. I didn't watch the whole trial. I did have it out one corner of my eye on my home computer while I was working, but had the sound down, so I really couldn't follow it that well. But wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want to see the craziness going on, just go watch that WNBA with Caitlin Clark and all the jealous girls that are literally damaging her. And she was the one that was bringing everybody out to see the games because she's just so incredible. But everybody was jealous. That's a bummer. They wanted more money, but now they're not getting more money because they took out the star everybody was coming to see. You know, we did a flying tire out of one of these by centering on this middle circle here, because that's right dead in the middle. I bet you that is like right on the money middle. Let's see, where is my marker? Here it is. Five and a quarter. Oh yeah, that is right on the money in the middle. Perfect. Yes. This is going to be a cool flying tire. I see it already. It's amazing how long that Donna Adelson trial has been taken, or I should say, all of the people around the Dan Markel murder. But he was killed in 2014. And they didn't really get a lot of traction on the case until about 2016. And from there, it just started building, finding more and more. And of course, when you squeeze the lower guys, they start giving up the upper people. So well played, Florida. I think Wendy is next. And Wendy Adelson is one of Donna's children. I have 4 pens and I've never bought a blank from anyone. Thank you, Jess. Very kind. I just remember how cool that other one came out. And Carrie has signed up for another cruise. And this cruise I don't have to go on. Kevin and I get a bit of a staycation. Carrie's got a friend that we met a couple of cruises together, her and her sister. And this girl's been on like 30 Disney cruises or something. And she's a super nice lady. Her sister's pretty cool too, super smart, doing a bunch of cancer research or something. All right, that's going to look pretty cool. Funny, the ones with the plastic in them, you know, the 3D printed ones, they create a lot of static electricity and they hang around for a bit. Do I have a schedule of when you turn individuals' blanks? In other words, would it be possible for me to tune in and watch you turn mine? Yes, sort of. We don't have a schedule so much, but we do them in the order that they're ordered and paid for. So they go into a bucket and it's got order form and all the blanks in this little sleeve. It's almost like an auto shop kind of thing, like when you go get your car done. It's got one of those plastic sleeve things. It's got the color edge around it. But it goes into that. And then as it comes up, there's a check mark on there if we're going to do it live. And of course, if you order 6 or more, I think it is, then you go into the franchise bucket, which means it's going to be on one of the premieres like you'll see tomorrow. And but other than that, Carrie usually texts the person whose blanks are coming up to be turned to say, hey, Tim's going to turn your blanks now. So not so much a schedule, but certainly a notification. Oh, Joe's already got it. I'm sitting here talking and working, and Joe's already got it. Good job, Joe. Yeah, one of the things about what I do on the day job is the world has a hard time hiring people in a number of countries, like Germany and stuff like that. Everybody wants to be an engineer. Nobody wants to be a retail store clerk. So they're looking for ways to keep stores open and not have many people in them or hire many people to do it. So that's what I do. I develop stores that don't have people in them, but you can buy a bunch of stuff. And it's really important because in Poland, you're not allowed to be open on Sunday unless you are there as the shop owner. So a lot of the stores like Biedronka, which is a grocery store, I forget the name of their by the way, Biedronka is Polish for ladybug. They got a cute logo, but they're closed because the shop owner is everybody and you can't be there. So they're not open on Sunday. So they lose a lot of revenue, which I think is a good idea to be closed on Sunday, but some places definitely need to be open to help the people and stuff. You can be as prepared as you want to be, but all of a sudden there's something happening and Sunday you need something. By the way, who's going to be the new billionaire? Powerball. I see it on the news a lot, 1.8 billion. Sure, they sort of advertise that 1.9 billion, but not many people take that payment process thing. Most take the lump sum. So you really don't win 1.8 billion. Get that lottery ticket. That's funny. It certainly is the, I hate to use this term, but it's the idiot tax. And sadly, it's aimed at the people who really shouldn't be playing it. But hey, if you win, that was a heck of an investment. But I looked up the chances. I asked ChatGPT, I said, hey, what are the chances of winning a Powerball with one ticket? And it said 1 in 293 and a bunch of other numbers chance. Wow. That's not much of a chance, I'll tell you. Not much of a chance. So Donna Adelson. Oh my goodness, that poor lady. I don't know how old she is, but she's probably in her 60s, maybe early 70s. But she sure screwed the pooch on this one, didn't she? My goodness. Hello, Sarah. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. And every day. Feels good. Oh, well, I hope it gets better. I hope that everybody's okay and it's just stuff breaking and not people breaking. And I hope it gets better. Because we don't wish bad on anybody around here. I mean, you're still alive, so that's good. That is good. It's not as bad as Donna Adelson's week, I think. Of course, I think she's been in prison or jail for a long time. Now they're just going to transfer her to a prison. Oh, Z something. Oh, I can see we had to put Z, and there's some letters I can't see down. That is sad. That is sad. But sometimes it is the best thing. Most humane thing you can do, Zoe. Yeah, that's not good. Not good. That's a tough one. Not good. Not fun. Not fun at all. Yeah. Nobody knows what to say after that other than I'm so sorry to hear that. I think I got, oh, it's a silver line in there. Thought I had a cut line in there, but it's a silver line right along that edge. All right, that's feeling pretty good. Any plans to replace Zoe in a while? I assume that Zoe was the dog, the family animal. And we all got dogs. I mean, I don't have one here, but I've had dogs and will have dogs in the future. That's too bad. That is awful. Yeah, I know we try to save them as much as we can, but that dog's purpose was to come to the earth in mortality, fulfill the measure of its creation, and experience joy. And I would imagine with your family that is probably true. Beautiful. Look at that. Stained glass. Flying tire. Stained glass flying tire. Of course, I got my white fingerprints all over it. I like the reflective nature of that plastic. It's got a little shimmer to it on one way. Just this way here. This way here is all black. Makes it interesting. That's pretty cool. I don't know much about that 3D printing stuff right now. Okay, this is one of these ones that's encased in plastic. Hopefully we have good success with this one. Tell you what I'm going to do to reduce the shock of this. I'm going to sand the corners off. That'll be less impactful than cutting it off with a, let me turn the blower on, cutting it off with a knife or a carving knife. Whew, that plastic gets hot. I think this might help a little bit. All right, that should help a little bit. We'll be here, Jess. So you know there's sort of two favorites. Joyce. Obviously, resin is the easiest to work with because it is a monolithic product. In other words, it's all one. I do like the second one would be a resin and stabilized wood hybrid blank because usually that stabilized wood is gorgeous, has a lot of chatoyance in it, has a lot of grain, probably some burl, you know, that kind of stuff. So it really is beautiful. And then the resin printed blanks, because again, those are all resin. so they turn very nicely. And I would say those are my top. The ones with the polymer clay designs in it, like Castaway Creations makes a lot of, those are fun too. They sort of turn pretty much like resin. Okay, what fell out of there? Oh, nothing. Just that piece of plastic on there. Whew. Thought I lost a little piece. And I think the least fun thing to do is turn those elephant teeth. The what do they call those? The mastodon? No, not mastodon. Yeah, woolly mammoth. The woolly mammoth petrified teeth. Mainly because they stink. All right, so we're feeling pretty good there. Check it out. Got a little bit of black to get rid of there. This side looks pretty good. We lost one of the things right there, but that's okay because we're going to dig into that to make our rounded pointy. There's a piece there that's just hanging on. Let me get a scooper and get that out of there. And this piece here on the end is just overflow from the blank. So we lost a little piece right there. Lost a little piece out of there, but that's no big deal because we're going to dig into that. Then I just got to get a little thinner right here because we got some of that black remaining. Not too bad. Hey, Natalie. Good to see you. Hope all is well today. We were just consoling Sarah. Sarah had to put her dog down today, Zoe. They put a lot of effort into keeping that dog well, but God has another plan for that dog on the other side. All right, I think that's pretty good right there. Uh-oh, did I lose the audio? Nope, should be good here. Let's see. Oh, good. You can hear me, Joe. That's good. I'm not saying a lot, but every once in a while I do talk. Let me gather all this up. Again, the plastic makes that static electricity, and it just sticks to everything that's metal here. I throw most of it down the vacuum, and the rest I just blow away. All right, let's get this in tight here. Excellent. All right. All right, let's see about what we're getting down to here. About 0.55. I'm going to take the Mega Sharp here. Yeah, Joe, and anybody else who's in Texas, I got some technology deploying at HEB. They're also a client. Now, I left a little bit of room on here because we're going to lose this little black end on here because it is solid plastic. I think we're going to lose. Let's see how we're doing there for finger grip. On the money there. And as you'll notice, it's getting all boogity on the end here because that's where all that black plastic is. So we'll cut a bunch of that off. Get rid of a bunch of that. And I think it's good to get rid of all of it because it doesn't play well. Look at that. It just came right off. There we go. Let me get that out of there. Let me get some needle nose here. All right, there we go. All right. Just got to let that plastic cool down a little bit, and then we can work with it a little bit more. All right, this end's looking good right there. Let's get to the other end. Again, I'm going to lose this black plastic cap right on here, so I got to come back a little deeper. Probably back right about here. I'll catch up on the chat reading here in just a second. .57, a little bit thinner. All right, here we go. And Jacob is doing a much more refined job on these plastic 3D printed ones. A lot thinner, no sides, no bottom, that top. So he's doing a great job redoing those. All right, just about there with that one. And I think I've mentioned before, as we turn these, the plastic actually heats up and melts. Sort of funny. Now let's do a quick measurement. Oh, just dropped my caliper. On the money right there. Do a little trimming with this one. All right. Wow, that far away, Joe. I thought they conquered Florida. I mean Texas. They're mostly in Texas. It's not like Publix that's spread all over the Southeast. They are everywhere. And I like a Publix, but they are a bit spendy. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Now, we got to be sensitive to all these very little tiny pieces there because they will come out. They literally will. So let's find our middle here. This one's 5 inches after we lose all those ends, all that plastic on the ends. If we go out a 1/2 inch in either direction, what does that give us? Let's go see what we get. That might be all right. We'll do a couple of cuts there, make us a nice ball in the middle. And that should, can't get too rigid with these. I can't do vases on this kind of thing here because of the little tiny pieces of resin in there. Like these will all fall out kind of deal. All right, here we go. This will still be gorgeous to look at. Now we got a little bit of plastic on the right side of this cut here, so we'll take it easy on that side. Oh, so Stephanie, my most favorite are just solid resin blanks because they turn wonderfully, and you got the most options with them because they're all resin, so you can cut them any way you want and make sharp edges, soft edges, all that good kind of stuff. And that would include 3D resin printing, which makes some very cool designs like that. You know, that paw design we did that had the paws in every direction and not just in the middle? That was pretty cool because it's printed from the center on a 3D resin printer. We just ordered some Halloween blanks that are 3D resin printed. And I don't know if Carrie's got those in or not, but they're pretty cool. The next one I like to do the most would be the resin and wood mixes. So when they got a really gorgeous piece of burl or a piece of wood with a lot of chatoyance in it, and chatoyance is that reflective quality in the wood, the cells, I should say, that is perpendicular to the grain. Makes a gorgeous, gorgeous pen. And then my least favorite would be anything with plastic in it because I'm limited on the things I can do with it. I mean, I could do what somebody asked me, but sometimes it might not come out too cool. And you are not redundant. Yeah, I love HEB too, Joyce. They got this one HEB, I think it's called Marketplace or something like that. And man alive, is that place electric. Their bread section is just incredible. Their own bakery there. My goodness. Almost no type of bread you can't find there. So yeah, Stephanie, I would say all resin 3D printed or up there on the top. Stuff with wood in it is way cool. And then of course that would also include polymer clay because they turn like heavy glitter, so that's okay. And the least would be the 3D printed plastic ones, just because it, just limits me a little bit. Hey, Larry, got blanks from the wood plank, soaking them in Minwax wood hardener. That's cool. You got a vacuum pump, Larry, by any chance? Central Market. Oh, yeah. That is a cool store. See, I'm an old Walmart guy, and I love grocery stores. Love to see what they do in them. Walmart doesn't do fantastic stuff with their grocery sections like an HEB or a Publix or something like that because that's not their model. Their model is to get 99% of the items that most people need, mix in some 1% specialty stuff, and then have a process to keep that stuff off on the shelf almost 100% of the time. And it works like a champ. They have got a process like you wouldn't believe. They're very good at that. I know, I was there 9 years. Excellent, Jess. We'll be here. Yeah, and Stephanie, you're not redundant. Somebody was popping in that probably didn't hear the answer as well. So I'm not averse to repeating or anything. In fact, I'll say it again tomorrow if you want. No big deal. Just all part of the fun we're having, that's all. And remember, I didn't know any of this 3 years ago. Literally. Didn't know a bit of this. That's feeling pretty good. Oh, it looks like somebody put that chatting on there. That's pretty cool. I think Carrie must have done that. Or I did it by accident. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it's repeating, though. Looks like it's stuck with... I got a hey... Oh, no, it's up to date. Okay. Could hardly see it on my screen. Again, if you're new into here tonight or just got here a few seconds ago, whatever, Jacob Jansen is pretty much having a sale like you wouldn't believe for his blanks on his website, Jacob Jansen. And Joe, if you could throw the link in there, that would be helpful. I'm sure most people could find it, but hey, you know, Jakob Janssen. Whew, that baby's feeling smooth. I was a little hesitant about this particular blank because I've had problems with it in the past, but this one's coming out gorgeous. And I spend a little bit extra time on these because it's plastic. Takes a little bit longer. Okay, the whistling went crazy. Feedback for a second. Sound like a... I heard that too. What was that? I don't think I was whistling, was I? I don't know what that was. I heard that same thing. Sound like a Martian. I was? I do that without even thinking sometimes. I have no memory of it. There's Jess standing in the corner, tapping her toe. You were. You guys crack me up. Okay. Now, one of the things I don't do on these particular blanks is use that polishing compound on there. We're going to buff it over at the buffer. But if I use that polishing compound on here, what ends up happening is it shoves a little bit of the white in between the black and the blank, or the black and the resin, and it doesn't look good. So I've refrained from doing that, but this one came out pretty cool. Looks nice. There you go. Joe's got a link in there to Jacob Jansen. All right, and those are for Diane P. Diane P, if you're watching sometime, these blanks are yours. Okay, I'm going to take the bushings out now, and we'll go on to the next one. Okay, we put these in the packet. Yeah, see, these are the kind of packets we use, like this. Just got a little sleeve. You put all the junk in there. You could hang up on a hook here if you needed to, but everything goes in there. All carries instructions for me to keep track of what's going on. And then when I'm done, the pens go in there and they go in the out bucket. Kevin will come to buff those. When he's done buffing, they will put them in Carrie's shipping bucket, and away we go. Don't know if I've ever showed those packets before. All right, now we got Stacy I. She is a member of the Leap. Let's see, these are going to be 5 1/4. She's going to get a screw-in thread with one, but that's okay because these are all baseball bats. Let's see. Yep, they're 5 1/4. Yeah, they're 5 1/4 already. We drill some holes for the bushings. Hopefully everybody goes over to vote in the Turner's Challenge in the Lady Lathe group. There is a link in our Facebook group to take you over there. See if you can find my pen and throw me down a vote. So far, I'm not winning. All right. This one's got that mesh in it. That'll be pretty cool. It almost seems like it's aluminum, but I think it's plastic. It's like a screen or something. Hey, Stacy, hi, that is good timing. My goodness. Carrie must have spread the secret. All right, blower on. Here we go. Make this one round. All right, let's see. Let me catch up on the chat here. Thank you, Jess. That is, he also has the VIP group as well. Yes. Thank you, Trudy. Stacy's in the house. I voted for you, Tim. It was easy to pick out. Yeah, mine's the least shiny because I got to get better at taking pictures. If I can get some little shine on there, like a light behind me, that would probably help out a lot. Things like the vacuum changer and vacuum pump and mess it up. Yeah, I got you. You need an extra chamber there to catch all that resin as it sucks back up. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, we are going to do baseball bat 0.58 and something fancy in the middle. No harsh edges. Like some smooth. Ooh, that feels smooth. My goodness. That's like glass. Okay, 0.63. Getting very close. 0.58 we're heading for. Point 0.6. We're getting close. That's probably it right there. 0.5, 9.5. Sanding will take that right down where we need it. And thank you, Trudy. Appreciate the vote. I think it's over today, so tomorrow we'll probably find out the winner, and I think it's Lisa this time. She needs a win, too. She gets so bummed out when she doesn't win. Does a nice job, but she likes to win. I don't blame her. Here we go. So look in our group, Cindy. If you're on a computer, choose the newest post. It would be the top 2 or 3, I'm assuming. Or you can just go to Lady Lathe, Lathe. 0.62, getting close. Oh, that's right. I was whistling Bohemian Rhapsody. That's what I was doing earlier, Jess. Been on a Freddie Mercury kick last couple of days. What came up in my feed was Barcelona, where he sang with Montserrat Caballé, who's a big Spanish opera singer. She's incredible. She sadly has passed a few years ago, but her and Freddie Mercury sing Barcelona, and it's Freddie Mercury at his theatrical best. And then Queen does another song, Who Wants to Live Forever? Brian May starts that up. And of course, most recently, Brian May was singing it with Andrea Bocelli, which was just, great song. Brian May is good. And of course, we know how awesome Andrea Bocelli is. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. So we got a lot of clear on this side, a little bit of that mesh going through there. And on here, we got the spots of the pink and the white. Sort of the red, pink, and white. Let's see. I wanted to try fractal burning. Somebody said no. I want to make knives. Someone was going to give me a gas forge, but had conditions tied, so Mom said no. So I took to the scroll saw. Now I'm using a lathe. You go, Larry, you go. Yeah, that fractal burning, that can get pretty dangerous. Because that's sort of a jerry rig kind of thing, you know? Your mind's going too fast. Your dad said no, yeah. Nan Hall's a major Queen, Freddie Mercury fan. I'm aware of all the videos you're referring to. Aren't they fantastic, Nan? Oh, my goodness. Freddie was just, you know, he had, everybody said, why didn't he get his teeth fixed? And he commented on that. And he says he was afraid that reducing his buck teeth to normal looking teeth would change the shape of his mouth and affect his vocal performance. So he never had it done. It was awesome. Oh yeah, Adam Lambert, you know it. Yeah, he's a good guy. And then there's that other guy that did all the stuff for the movie. What's that? Mark Martell, I think his name is, or something. He really sounds like Freddie. Yeah, just not many people like him. A lot of great singers, but he was theatrical. He had a voice. He had performance. He was unafraid to try anything, which is probably what killed him. But man, he was some talented dude. What am I going to do? You know, I really like this white spot right here, but it's not really in the center. Let's see. We'll stop talking here and get busy, right? Let's see. 5 1/4. There's our center there. And there's some stuff happening in there as well. Oh, yeah. Barbara Streisand's another one of those tremendous performers. When we shine this up, that would look cool just looking right into there. I'm telling you, a lot of action from this pink and stuff. Look how it reaches up there like that. Too cool. So how about if we did see, she likes very smooth edges in an open pane window. Let's see. Let's come out. We'd come up that white one there. Let's come out 7/8 here. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think, Stacy, that'll look pretty cool. I don't want to do vases on here because of the mesh, and that's got a sharp edge on it. And Stephanie or Stacy doesn't like that. But I think this one will be cool here. We'll be able to see into the middle of this thing really nicely. Yeah, Carrie goes crazy when I'm sitting in the living room watching all the videos. Oh, not more music like Home Free. You know, that a cappella country group just did the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Came out yesterday. I did a great job. I never knew till today that the Edmund Fitzgerald was an actual ship that sank in 1975. I was 14 then, so I probably didn't really pay much attention to the news. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, thank you, Nan. You're very kind. I just have fun, literally. And there's not many people that say, this is the design I want. There's a couple that do, because I got one lady loves vases. Every time her pen come up, I'm doing vases, no matter what. But most just say, let me figure it out. And it's fun to look at the blank and go, oh, this might look cool. And I would say a bunch of the times I get it right. I won't tell you about the times I don't. But like I've said before, and it's like beating my gums again, but my turning should get out of the way of the beauty of the blank. My job is just to accentuate what it goes on. And it almost sounds a little hoity-toity, and I don't mean it that way, but I truly mean I don't want to screw up the blank. And in the beginning, I didn't really think that way because I didn't know what I was doing. But there was a couple of pens I did, and I looked at it and I go, man, that really looks dumb. I don't know why it looked dumb. It just looked dumb. All right. And then I just try to reduce the size of this thing a little bit to make it look proportional to the pen. Because you're going to hold the pen right about here. So this part here hits about right there. So you don't want to have a giant piece there either. Okay, blower off. Let me get the diaper in place here. Yeah, Barbara Streisand was perfect the way she was born, I'll tell you, Stephanie, and everybody else. My goodness. I never get tired of hearing her sing. You know, it's like Karen Carpenter. Incredible, and I can't figure out why. Because she does it so effortlessly that I don't know why it's so great, but oh my goodness. Yeah, Joe, I just don't know why. Because what she did was so effortless. Like you just started talking and music came out. And everybody goes gaga for her. There's a girl right now called Tori Halub, I think her name is. She's on YouTube, and she sounds just like Karen Carpenter. She even does some of her songs. Amazing. Yeah, whatever she did, she had the it factor. Whatever that is, that's what she had. She also had a lot of mental trauma, which caused her downfall, which was sad. Oh, yes, Whitney did too. You know it. Yeah, another effortless singer. I mean, there's a few in there. Yeah, nobody could argue that. If they did, they'd sound like a fool because nobody would agree with them. Hey, Christina, good to see you. Yeah, Karen's voice was creamy and flawless. You know it. But it was so incredible. Like, she just sort of started singing, and it just was phenomenal. Just one of those blessed with that factor. Yes, Jess, I agree. Oh, Tony, either Tony Holub, Holub, or Tori. Might be Tori. Lady, Toni, or Tori. Can't remember right now. I'll have to go look it up here in a second. Yeah, and you know, Joe, or Jess, you can always tell the ones that are forcing it because it doesn't come so easy. Like that Adam Lambert dude. My goodness. What a voice, what a talent. Very theatrical. Yeah, Carrie goes crazy when I start watching music stuff. All you do is watch music stuff. Not really. I watch a lot of those dumb cop chases too. Again, people with a gift. How could you be so stupid? I don't know. It's just natural. Ah, good, Joe. Oh, absolutely, Cindy. That was great. And pretty much everything, like Simon says, he could read the phone book and it would be incredible, or sing the phone book. But I'll just search the web for, one of my favorite little folk groups. I'll just search the YouTube for, watching stuff to listen to and looking for new singers. And one of my favorite little groups, two or three of them actually, are, oh crap, just get my brain. They live in Branson, Missouri. I think they perform in Branson, Missouri. And the Petersons. The Petersons, just a family of people. There's one guy they added who plays the dobro, but they just sound incredible. They're just a fun, folksy, do a little bit of gospel here and there. Just a lot of fun. A cover band. I don't think they write much original, one or two original, the rest of them covers. Play the banjo, the guitar, the dobro, the bass, and mandolin. They're fun. Larry, this is running, about 1,850. Could go faster, but it builds up too much heat. Now, my favorite cover band, and these guys do, Joe and Jess, you guys would love some of these songs. It's a group called Foxes and Fossils out of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia area. This is good. You could see into this side of the blank, and there is a lot of action happening in there. Look at that. You know what, Nan? This is my artistic talent. I have no others. I can't draw. I can sort of sing. I'm a very good group singer. Sing in my local choir. But I sang with I sang in high school with the Young Patriots High School Advanced Choral Ensemble. We went to Nashville, got second place in international competition. I sang with the Singing Men of Arkansas for a couple years down there in Arkansas. That's where they'd be, right? Yeah, that pen there, again, it was almost completely clear on one side, but it had these little fingers of color coming up from that other side that was all pink and white. And I could probably see it here. You might not be able to see it where you are, but man alive, I just had to open that up and see what was up. Okay, let's make this one round. Larry, when I'm rounding, I'm using this big negative rake, and I'm going, oh no, this is not negative rake. This is just flat side. And I go about 3,800 RPM. And when you find foxes and fossils, while all of them are very good, there is one lady there. Her name is Chase Trurin. And I would venture to say that her voice is better as an alto than Linda Ronstadt. And that's a lot. And Chase has her own YouTube channel called Chase Sings. She doesn't do much on it, but wow, what a voice. All right, then we slow it down, Larry, back to about 2,000. Tuck this in a little bit here. Baseball bat 0.58. Here we come again. But yeah, I can't do anything artistic other than turn pens, I've discovered. My buddy, who's a sculptor, actually tried to teach me how to sculpt. It didn't go so well. I told him I needed more tools. No, you don't. He said you could do it. I'm like, okay, and it didn't work out so well. But wow, what an incredible sculptor this guy is. Sculpts in clay, does the mold, makes bronze statues out of it. Incredible. 0.65. Got a little ways to go. And he just moved back to Arkansas from Utah, so I need to get over there and see him one day. Point 0.6. Very close. And you're welcome, man. And I'll tell you what I've been eyeing recently is all the tools to do kitless pens. You know the deal, Larry. Ah, you bet, Joe. Natalie Maines, man, that's one of my favorite altos next to Chase Trurin. Natalie Maines from the Dixie Chicks. Remember her? Oh, my goodness. She was incredible. I love the alto voice. That's Karen Carpenter right there. But yeah, Foxes and Fossils. Oh, love them. And the funny thing is the main guy of the group, his name is Tim, and his daughter, forget her name. Oh, Sammy, I think it is the real thin girl that sings phenomenally. And then the other two girls are her high school friends. All right, let's do a measurement down here. I think we're pretty close if we're not there. 0.60, 2/100ths of an inch to go. We're only going to take it down about 0.59 because our sanding needs to smooth out that glitter. That'll take a little more off. All right, let's look at this one here. Great. We got green, pink, blue, and I would call that a ghost blue. Got that shimmery thing there mixed up really nicely. Let's see. Let me go see. Oh, yeah, Jess, the center of that pen was awesome. I couldn't get in its way. It was gorgeous. That's the kind you look at when you're diamond painting. You take a break, you just look at your pen and go, wow, that's cool. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. Must have been hiding or I missed your name before. This blank here that we're doing, this pink one, is Rapture Resins. And the other one was Imagination Woods. Imagination Woods, both on Facebook. And of course, Rapture Resins is raptureresins.com, I believe. That is Dan Pompey and his group. Let's see, mostly wooden ones. Yep, beautiful blank. Let's see. Yep, who made that? This one here is Rapture Resin. Yeah, he does an incredible job. It's all mountain music, folk art, real stuff. Yes, sir, Larry. That's good stuff there. Oh, Larry, your lathe has to go faster than that. You just got to change the belts. It's probably right out of the belt at 1700. Send me a picture of it. I'll find you a manual. I bet you it's more than that. All right, let's see. What are we going to do here? So this is going to be gorgeous. And it's pretty mixed all around real well, so we can do some fun stuff in here. Again, Stacy does not like sharp edges, so that knocks out vases. You know what might look good in here is two, what do we call those things, Joe? The ones with the little scoobies and the points. Well, that might be too rough. I got to go through my list of turning styles. See, here's my list. We haven't done Mentos for a long time, but this is not a Mentos blank. Morse code might look good in there. Yeah, Morse Morse code is not a harsh edge. We could smooth that up to be nice. Restraints, that's what I was thinking about. Candy wrapper might look good. Yeah, candy wrapper. There we go. Gotta look at my list. I didn't have that in my brain. What's up, baby? Yeah, Stacy's here. Perfect timing. I think you told her and she found the time and right when we started. All right, let's go. Let's get busy here. Get something done. Your Nico Mark trays are packed up, Stacy. Let's see, 5. We're going to call that the center right there. And if we're going to candy wrapper this, we'll do one there. That's about 3/4 of an inch. That fits right on that colored area. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I thought about gumballs too. And that wouldn't be bad, but I think the candy wrapper will be good. Okay, because we do the candy wrapper a little bit differently than we have in the past, so it looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, I didn't burn Dixie Chicks music. They made some mistakes, and when you're in the entertainment business, nobody wants to hear your politics. Just keep singing, because that's why they're there. I appreciate their passion, always love that part, but you don't alienate half of your audience. They didn't alienate me, but oh my goodness, that was suicide. Yeah, I didn't burn mine. That Natalie Maines voice, oh my goodness. There aren't too many altos like her. But Joe, you give that Chase Truran a listen. Oh my goodness. And when I say it's Chase, just like Chase Bank, and Truran, Truran. They hail from a town called Hapeville, Hape, P as in Papa, Ville, which is the location of the Dwarf House, which was the very original Chick-fil-A, just near the Atlanta airport. Now, the reason I love the candy wrapper is this part here that I'm going to shape out is exactly where this part of your hand sits when you're diamond painting. It's almost like we're creating a little resting arm for it. That is it. Now, the reason we call this the candy wrapper is if you stand on one leg, face south, close one eye, and put your tongue in one cheek, this looks like somebody twisted a piece of candy in the middle of the whole thing. It looks like a big candy wrapper. Go figure that one out, right? What's up, Kevin? Kevin says not much is up. Enjoying the trivia. Yeah, we just keep yakking here, don't we, Nan? And mainly it's me yakking, everybody else commenting, but I'm just full of it. Let's put it that way. I got a mind like a steel trap. Nothing gets out, especially Carrie's birthday. That's why she has to remind me every 45 minutes throughout the day. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's a special day for her. It's 9/11. Of course, she had it first. That's the joke around the house. Kevin's gone, but he said he heard your hello. Joe said hi. Hubby put. Uh-oh. Put out the cat with the garbage or what? All right. Feeling pretty smooth. I love it. All right. Hubby put Joe's birthday month on my birthday. Yeah, the best I can do is take Carrie to Disneyland. I'm also the least creative guy he ever met. Oh, she's agreeing with me. She was the most creative for my birthday. Absolutely the most creative. Oh, you know how it came to be. You're just smart that way.
They had it bistro blanks.
Well, first of all, you can't buy me nothing because I usually buy whatever I want when I want it.
Yes, he does. He buys everything he wants. So do I. So it's like we're the worst people shop. So I happen to see all these Diet Coke pens, and then other people were asking different types of soda and coffee and everything. So I'm like, Tim loves Iron Brew from Scotland. And I'm like, so I sent it to Bistro, can you make this? And she says, oh, well, we sure can. And they did. And they made him an Iron Brew diamond painting pen.
Yeah, an Iron Brew diamond painting pen.
I can't ask him to turn his own pen.
Who'd have thunk?
Well, I couldn't ask. I want to get your pen, but I can't have you turn a pen. That's like rude.
Yeah, Joe, we don't have any calendars around the house, so Carrie just reminds me a lot. Your birthday. Oh, I know when it is. I just can't remember to do anything. I am not creative. I'm a romantic guy because I absolutely love her. I'm just not creative. I like to hold her hand. I like to kiss her in the morning and the evening. All that good stuff. I'm just not creative. Yeah, Carrie knows where. Hey, Carrie, you know where my Iron Brew pen is? And believe me, if you don't know what it is, You can Google IRN space BRU. It is the national soda of Scotland. It actually outsells Coca-Cola in Scotland. It's the only country in the world that Coke is outsold. IRNBRU. He marked on the DAC diamond painting counter. Good deal. I think it's on my desk. I have to have Carrie get it. There you go. 10 by 18 Harbor Freight, the green one. That's the one I had, Larry. That's the one I'm using as a buffer right now. It's got pulleys in it, and it comes stock at 1,700 RPM, I believe. Made by Central Machinery, right? Spending a little bit of time on here because the glitter makes it a little rough. So, oh, there we go. Nice and smooth now. On to the next one. I'll have Carrie get my pen. Hey, Carrie, would you get my Iron Brew pen? I think it's on my desk. Did you? No, I don't know. But I think it's on my desk. Oh, you got it on your desk? Oh, it's on the book stand. Oh, that's right. It's on my Groot. I got it on my Groot. Okay. You can just put it there on the workbench, Kev. Thank you. What's that? He wants to be the Vanna White? Yeah. Well, go ahead and show it. Put it right above that one. There you go. Twist it around so they can see the label. So there's the Iron Brew pen that Carrie had made for me. And it looks just like Iron Brew. Amazing. I was literally, when I opened it up, because she goes, "You're never going to guess what I got you for your birthday." And I don't know what it would be because I get all the tools I want when I want them and all that kind of good stuff. And when I opened that up, I just thought, wow, that is freaking amazing. I was blown away, still blown away, because I love that soda, Iron Brew. All right, we're getting pretty close to being done with this one. One more sandpaper level here. Haggis? Yeah, I tried haggis too. Wasn't my jam. But you should have an iron brew. An iron brew with fish and chips. Back in the 80s and early 90s, when I was a Navy submariner, we had our submarines refitting out of Holyloch, Scotland. And we would go up to Anselmo's, which, by the way, is still open. It's a fish bar up there in the town of Dunoon, Dunoon, Scotland. And we'd go up to Anselmo's fish bar, and I would have myself some fish and chips, which are hot and greasy as you could imagine, along with an iron brew. Oh, I'm literally salivating right now. Yeah, the haggis thing, it's like, Nan, if you were really, really hungry and like you were going to die if you didn't eat, haggis would be okay because it's got all the things in it that'll keep you alive, fat and starch and all that kind of good stuff. But short of that, you really just got to grow up with that stuff and really, garner a taste for it. But as an adult, with a negative impression already in your head, you're like, I don't know about this stuff here. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Nan. Wasn't my jam. I don't like anchovies either. That's not my jam. All right, here we go. Ready for the unveiling? Heck yeah. Oh my goodness. We're going to take that to the leopard scope because that is nailed. Oh, I love those colors in the middle, the pink, the green, and the blue. Oh, yes, man. Yes, ma'am. The colors in the middle are just, whew. Let's go to the scope, everybody. Let's go to the scope. Got all my pen making tools here on the workbench. Let's see. Let's get the scope out. All right. Let me switch the camera here. Wait till you see these colors up close. My goodness. I don't know how these guys and girls have such a bent like Carrie does for picking colors. We're going straight for the middle. Look at those colors. That looks like an animal right there, or a flower right there in the middle. Look at that thing. That's cool. Good swirl. And of course, here's the candies in the candy wrapper. Remember, nothing even on this. No CA glue, nothing. It's just polished. Beautiful ends. Oh, my goodness. Good job, Dan. Good job. And hey, let's bring the scope to the other one, too, so you guys can see down in the middle there. Look, you see right through it. And this will even get clearer as we buff it up. So you get all this action of color on this side and clear on the other side. And you can see all the little tendrils of color that come up. Okay, let me see. Here's the clear on the big side there. Is that not focused? There we go. I don't know what that stuff is, but it looks like some kind of plastic netting. Looks pretty cool in there. Very three-dimensional. And when you cut it round and you cut it in shapes and stuff, has that sort of marble effect, the cat's eye marble. And of course, you can see where the little shiny spots, that's where the plastic screen is cut off and sanded down. Whew, that's pretty. That is pretty right there. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Candy wrapper was the perfect choice. You know, luckily we get it right once in a while. And Jess, my eyeballs are smoking. Yep, I definitely agree. You know, we just got to sit and look at it for a minute. And I didn't have that in my head. And I thought, you know what? Let me go look at my list, see if something will trigger me. And I love this comment here. The food I feed my cat smells better. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yep, but when in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? They ate a lot of fish and chips, man. So when you go back, all fish and chips, sister. All fish and chips. Anyway, everybody, that's a couple hours with the Leoprds tonight. We appreciate you being here. We'll see you again tomorrow evening. Look for the premieres throughout the day if I get them uploaded quick enough. If not, they'll upload after the live. But we'll be here again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Time. And we shall see you then. You guys have a wonderful day. Be safe and just be wonderful.